Hey everybody, welcome back to Tangle Tower. I'm gonna go around questing everyone quick about fits and the new items we got. Oh god, I forgot Puppy does poems.
All in time, and time is slow. Rest a seed within the earth, but do not rush its gentle birth. Hour by hour, day by day, tune your heart to nature's way. Did you find that in Fifi's room?
No.
Everyone seems to think that.
We have?
No, it's just... it looks like something she'd use, don't you think? Is that a gardening trowel?
Yeah. I think it belongs to Fitz.
Really? Huh. Never seen him use it.
Do you know where those earmuffs came from?
I put them there.
Why?
I found them lying around. I think they belong to Fitz. I put them on the statue so he'd see them. I thought they looked like headphones. Like he's in the recording studio with his guitar.
Wish he's got a sense of humor.
If they do belong to Fitz, he hasn't taken them back yet. When did you find them?
This morning.
Where?
I don't know, in a hallway. Can't remember exactly.
Interesting.
I see a lot of birds up in the rooftop garden. They seem to really like it up there.
Why's that?
It's quiet.
Still haven't done Hawkshaws. Yeah, Hawkshaws and Fitz are the two we haven't done the suspicion of.
I'll say this, he's well suited to physical labor.
That's a nice way to put it.
Fitz spends most of his time alone in the greenhouse, but I heard he's been breeding experimental flowers in secret.
Whoa, scandal.
I just wonder if he's getting restless. This is a potential murder weapon, is it not?
I don't know. I don't think the murderer would leave the murder weapon just lying around.
I think you'd be surprised as to what people leave lying around.
I gotta give Hank. Ugh. Like, I gotta give Hawkshaw that. I almost keep calling her Hankshaw or Hawkshaw or something.
One of 3 statues depicting the same creature. This one is wearing headphones. Perhaps they belong to someone who likes music.
They're not headphones. They're earmuffs. For blocking out sound.
Perhaps they belong to someone who doesn't like music. Do you also have a pile of leaves as a clue?
Oh, not yet. Did you see some suspicious leaves?
AKA a greenhouse.
Oh, I would lose you every single time.
This is yours, Fitz?
Yeah,
Do you use it?
I keep all my tools in the greenhouse.
That wasn't what she asked.
Wait, those are mine, the earmuffs. They went missing about a week ago.
What do you need earmuffs for?
I use them for gardening sometimes.
Why? You don't own a chainsaw, do you?
No, I wear them while I'm gardening, and it stops people from trying to talk to me.
That's genius.
We found these up in the rooftop garden. Do you know how long they've been there?
No, could have been a long time. We don't ever really clear up the rooftop garden.
Why not?
Nature is unruly. In truth, it prefers to be left alone.
A little chart of, actually I have no idea what it's about.
What am I even
Kinda
looking at?
reminds me of a periodic table.
Greek letters, I think.
I wanna say yes.
Greek letters, I think. Greek letters, I think.
Kinda reminds me of a periodic table.
What do you make of it?
Not a whole lot.
This one's in a little pot.
Okay, that is definitely not edible.
It looks like a gemstone, don't you think?
Oh, potted fruit. potted fruit with a hard gemstone-like skin. The soil on the pot is an unusual blue color. Did we just get our last item? Yeah.
This is a good example of how things work. I mix that soil here in the greenhouse. It's made with water from the lake.
And it makes the fruit grow all shiny and gem-stony.
Sometimes. You never really know what's going to happen.
And what do you do with this shiny, inedible fruit?
You look at it.
It's glass, but I can't see through it.
Total oxymoron.
I am not.
Hanging baskets. They're so high up.
To you, maybe.
You're only 2 inches taller than me.
2 inches makes all the difference.
Oh my god. I'm not even gonna. Nope. Nope. Not touching it.
Hanging baskets.
To
You're
you,
only
2 inches makes all.
tools used by a gardener for gardening. Bags of soil.
It's so blue. Is that fruit? It's shaped like fruit.
Too shiny to be fruit. I think it's glowing a little too.
Safe to eat, do you think?
I'm gonna say no. That's a handsome beetle. Looks like he might have magic powers.
Okay then.
It's bigger in here than I thought it would be. Is that fruit?
Too shiny. I think it's.
Safe.
I'm gonna say no. All the flowers here look kind of poisonous.
Can flowers be poisonous?
Anything can be poisonous.
Yeah.
Good to know.
Yeah.
The people here are surprisingly materialistic, considering how sheltered they are.
Materialistic?
Growing this fruit simply because it produces a gemstone-like material. For what possible purpose, other than financial gain?
You're speculating.
What would you do, Grimoire, if you could grow valuable stone straight from the earth?
Yeah. Gotta give her that one.
Oh, you've been to the greenhouse? What did you think?
Impressive, I guess. But kind of unsettling with Fitz lurking in the shadows the whole time.
Yeah, he does that.
Ooh, delightful. More of a gemstone than a fruit, isn't it?
Inedible, too, I think.
Yes. At one point, I thought Fitz might be growing them to sell them. But honestly, I think he just likes the way they look.
I don't want to talk to this guy again, but I have to.
What do you want me to say? He's the gardener.
He's a member of the family.
Yeah, but not the Pointer family.
There you go.
What happened to his
Sally
parents,
caught on to
you know?
this guy's
His
bullshit.
father, Flint, is Felix's brother. Strange man. Don't think anybody knows what happened to him, but he certainly doesn't live here anymore.
What about his mother?
Emily? I've not met her. She never actually married into the fellow family. Her relationship with Flint was, it was short-lived. What's this?
It looks like it might be a telescope. Thought you might know something about it.
Well, it certainly is a telescope. It has a part there to screw onto a tripod, you see? It's rather small, though. I'm not sure you could see many stars with it.
No, probably not.
Oh, you found a murder weapon?
Steady on. It's just a gardening trowel.
Looks like a weapon to me. I've seen those earmuffs before. They're the ones Fitz always wears when he's out the front gardening.
Always wears?
Whenever I've seen him, yes. I think you may wish to adjust your threshold of what you consider to be a clue. Fitz seems rather keen to grow things like this in his greenhouse, doesn't he?
What's wrong with that?
Well, you can't eat it. Makes you wonder why he bothers at all.
I really hope it's. I don't know. I kind of like Fitz, to be honest. But maybe that's why. Maybe that's why he might be. Because we're getting a lot of evidence that seems to make Fitz seem really suspicious.
Name, Fitzfellow. Age, 24. Profession, cryptobotanist. Likes soil, dislikes electric lights.
Hang on. Cryptobotanist? I thought he was just a gardener.
That may well be his preferred label. Mine, however, is more accurate.
Do you and Fitz not see eye to eye, Fifi?
We do not.
Well, I wouldn't have thought so. He's well over 6 foot and you've got to be just barely 5.
So, what's your problem?
Then,
Exactly 1 week ago, I witnessed him sneaking up Pointer Tower. He was making every effort to avoid detection.
So?
He was also carrying a knife.
What? Whoa! Whoa, Fitz!
This belongs to Professor Pointer, does it not?
No, I don't think so.
Who else would own such a pointless little telescope?
It's a telescope.
Oh yes, it has a telescopic lens. It could only be used for looking at things that are far away. That blade.
It's a troll for gardening.
It is?
Ooh, so does that mean she mixed up the two?
What's wrong?
Earmuffs do not go on statues.
That's what you were upset
What a
with?
mess. Penelope should tidy up after herself.
These weren't dropped by Penny. They were dropped by birds, I think.
My argument stands. The fruit here has a unique chemical makeup. It makes them completely pointless. Unless you wish to cut it down and sell it as a precious stone.
It's not edible.
Depends.
On what?
On the structural integrity of your teeth.
I was gonna say your stomach lining, but alright.
There's something about the report of Fitz going up Pointer Tower. Something suspicious.
Let's ask him about it.
There's something about Hawkshaw's handheld like something.
Let's ask her about it.
Fitz? I don't trust him. He's slippery. Never commits to anything. Brain like an onion.
An onion?
Did you two have an
Yeah, what?
argument?
No, but my daughter doesn't like him at all. And I trust Fiona's judgment entirely. She's a very vigilant young woman.
I will agree with him on that
Why
one.
don't you ask Fiona about that one? Looks like her area of expertise. I've never seen that before. Looks valuable.
Really? Come on now.
The statue was up in the rooftop garden.
Yes, it's been there a while. You can see the brass is slightly tarnished by the elements, but it's not too bad. Might be salvageable. Is that a clue? Really?
It might be.
That looks like it might belong to Fitz.
You are no help, as usual. Wait a minute. I feel like, yeah. You would have went down, but you didn't hear. Okay. Also, I'm just gonna get these over with since 4 doesn't really talk anyway.
Do you and Fitz have anything to do with each other? Other than your initials?
Just to see the comedic, do you talk?
You haven't seen this yet, have you?
It's a little model of you. Who were the other people next to you? What do you think of your husband's hobby?
Do you have any hobbies? This is a photo of Fifi, isn't it? Your daughter? Have you seen this book before? Do you know who it belongs to?
I really thought she was gonna say something there.
Yeah, I would have too. Does she not talk this entire game?
Do you know anything about this beetle? Do you know anything about these birds? Or birds in general?
Do you know what this is?
Guess not.
Do you recognize any of these feathers?
Alright. I figured it was worth a shot. Start with Hawkshaw.
This little microscope thing? You said you used it to search the greenhouse.
And this would make perfect sense if you knew what my client had asked me to find. Of course, I still have no intention of disclosing that
Oh,
information.
please. We figured that out
You're
like
such
a few
a
parts
tease,
ago.
Hawkshaw. Don't worry, we already worked out what you're searching for.
You're not as hopeless as you look.
Thanks.
So, that's what you were looking for in the greenhouse? This beetle?
Surely even you can understand the logic of it. The greenhouse is home to a great many insects. The gardener could have easily kept the beetle hidden in there.
Well, Fitz said you questioned him, but didn't actually search the greenhouse.
He is not exactly the type to appreciate subtlety. He simply didn't notice that I was using my microscope.
No.
What do you reckon, Grimoire?
I know for a fact she didn't use the microscope in the greenhouse. It's not a microscope at all.
All of a sudden, Detective Grimoire is some kind of expert on microscopes.
Handheld microscope. According to Fifi, uses.
The handheld microscope, according to Fifi, uses a telescopic lens, so Hawkshaw lied about it. I'm inclined to believe Fifi when it comes to stuff like this.
Hawkshaw, why did you lie about owning a telescope?
When you were a child, what did you aspire to become?
A detective? Naturally.
Emperor of the Galaxy?
I wanted to be an astronomer.
Oh.
Really?
I harbored a desire to understand the secrets of the wider universe. A fool's errand, to be sure, but a seductive one. At 15, I decided instead to apply my intelligence to the world around me. And so, I became a detective. But the yearning for elusive knowledge is a powerful force. I tried to keep it with me.
Sorry, but we're way off track. What's the deal with the little telescope?
A memento from my childhood. Little more than a toy.
Why did you bring it with you?
When I discovered that it was Professor Pointer who had hired me, I dared to consider it something of a planetary alignment. I had hoped he might sign my telescope. An extremely childish indulgence, I admit.
I never would have guessed.
Hold on. You're admitting you didn't use it in the greenhouse then?
Correct. As it happens, I have no need to search the greenhouse to such a degree. Professor Pointer doesn't consider the gardener a suspect in our theft investigation.
So, who is your suspect?
Things have become complicated. My lead suspect
What's Freya?
is your murder victim.
Yep. This is such a bad. This is usually the worst tab. Oh boy, I'm a little nervous about this one.
So, Fitz, I have a report that you were seen sneaking up Pointer Tower. Holding a knife.
That's not right. I don't go into Pointer Tower. I don't own a knife. And I don't sneak. Was it Fifi who told you this?
How did you know that?
A guess. She doesn't like me very much. But yeah, she was mistaken. Maybe she wasn't wearing her eye lens thing.
What do you think, Grimoire?
Yeah.
Fifi did see Fitz, but he was holding something else.
So, if it wasn't a knife, what was it?
The thing she, you know, responded to, but second-guessed herself.
What about this?
Ah, that.
Is it yours?
It was a gift. It's sentimental. I have no reason to take it up Pointer Tower. I don't use it at all.
I don't know where to go with that.
An ornate
Yeah.
flower is used by Fitz to look after.
That one,
a pot
that
of
was very
flour
obvious.
in Penny's room.
If you think about it.
That flower.
Yes.
So if you think about it, before they explain it, the flower was well taken care of, and Penny admitted that she does not take care of the flower in any way, shape, or form. It's really obvious when you think about that.
I've never seen it before.
We need a clue to compare to that flower. Something that proves its connection to Fitz.
That I actually do not know. I do not have an idea on that one. That's a tough one.
Let's take a closer look at these.
Oh, the soil.
The pot and
There we go.
soil in Penny's room matches the pot and soil found in Fitz's greenhouse. Let me guess. Penny's flower was originally a gift from you, Fitz. There's no way it's a coincidence.
No way what's a coincidence.
The flower. It looks exactly like Penny.
It took me a long time to breed. I wanted the colors to be exactly right.
That's some gift.
Turns out Penny isn't particularly interested in looking after plants. So I go into her room every now and again. When she's not there, water the flower, change the soil. Just trying to keep it alive.
I kind of feel bad in that regard. Alright, I guess all we have now is to... I don't understand this. Whoa.
This wasn't here before.
What is it?
It's a little wooden toy. Looks kind of like a crab.
There's a note stuck to the back.
What does it say? Grimoire?
This is my new friend. He likes music, simple melodies. Will move his soul. Best of luck, you two. Freya.
What do you think? Is it really from her?
How can it be?
Why don't we check the handwriting with Freya's diary?
Good idea. Hold on.
Well?
It's a perfect match.
What the hell is going on? This is suddenly getting a little supernatural.
No, it's confirmed. We have a ghost helping us.
Let's keep this to ourselves for now.
What about the little wooden toy thingy?
Maybe we can put it to some kind of use.
Tangle Tower. Unfinished business. Did I just... What? What? What?
I'm still not sure about
Should we take another look?
Yeah, I was gonna say, is there like... I still feel like we don't know this. Yeah, I'm not gonna bother.
Let's come back later.
Apparently they wanted to come back here for some reason. Oh, because I guess this is where we can talk to Sally. That makes sense.
That's all the statements collected. Let's run through them all to see if anything doesn't add up.
To see if anyone's been lying.
That too.
Fitz and I were up in the Moonlight Garden most of the afternoon. Then we heard this sound. Lasted about 3 seconds.
We thought it was coming from Flora's tower, so we went up there.
Her door was locked. Nobody was answering. So I made Fitz kick down the door.
Poppy and I went in. Freya was right there, laying on her back.
I left my tower and headed down towards the Grand Hall.
But in the hall, I spotted Uncle Pointer heading down the stairs. I vacated the library, but before I could begin my ascent, Professor Pointer appeared.
I didn't know what to do. So I ran downstairs to get Fifi.
I heard someone heading down the stairs. Just outside my room.
Someone began banging on the door. I ignored it until the someone began shouting at me.
Eventually, she let me in.
I spotted Detective Hawkshaw coming out of the library.
He emerged from the Pointer staircase, crossed the hall, and begun up the fellow staircase. As I was passing through the front door, Penelope called out from behind me. I inquired about the professor, and she told me he'd gone up the fellow tower.
I told her what had happened. She didn't believe me. She got angry.
I thought she was playing a trick on me, so I punched her in the face.
I recognized
forgot about that.
voice as well as the voice of my own daughter.
We left the room, and Poppy's father was waiting outside. He followed us upstairs.
I ran up the stairs, hoping to catch up with him, but Felix appeared and blocked my path.
Back in the hallway, I bumped into a very concerned-looking Penelope. She was heading up Fellow Tower to find Professor Pointer, so I escorted her.
Poppy left the room for a while. When she came back, she had her father with her, and Fifi too.
Felix and Penny arrived shortly after we did.
A moment later, we were gazing down on the body of poor Freya.
Then I took a sample of the red paint on the unfinished painting.
She took me down to the library. We were in there about 15 minutes.
I quickly decided that I should leave also. I took Penelope with me, and we both went back to our rooms in Pointer Tower.
I wanted to go back to my room, but I realized nobody had told Detective Hawkshaw anything.
An unremarkable hour passed before the gardener finally made his appearance.
I think she was annoyed about being made to wait outside so long. But when I told her about Freya, she fell silent.
That's disappointing.
What is?
All the statements line up with each
Yeah,
other.
nothing
They
was
don't
my
just
lie.
line up. Some of them even seem to specifically confirm each other.
So what? We have people
We know a
working
little more
together.
about the crime scene now. So, what do you think? Was Freya stabbed by her own painting?
Blood from the paint pot
Yeah, that one.
was used to paint the red tip of the painted ink dip feather to resemble a bloody knife.
Someone wanted to make us think that.
I think you're right. Can't decide if I'm disappointed or relieved.
I have a question. Why?
Yeah.
Either it's a very strange coincidence, or somebody set it up.
Somebody deliberately put blood in the paint pot. And hid that feather after the crime. Why? To distract us?
Possibly.
Well, it worked.
Possibly.
Flora's the only person who could have hidden the feather. Unless someone took it from her.
Let's go over what we do know. The door was locked the whole time. It stayed locked until Fitz kicked it down. Normally, it can only be opened from the inside.
So it's a lock.
Pointer said he couldn't see Freya from his telescope, but he did see Flora lying by the window.
So whatever got Freya, got Flora too?
Except Flora survived. She didn't get a stab wound like Freya did.
Hold on. If there was no knife, then what did stab Freya?
It could be anything. It might not even be important.
How is it not
I was
important?
gonna say, what?
Right now, I'm less interested in the what, and more interested in the how.
True.
The angle of Freya's wound suggests she was stabbed at a perfect right angle. That is, from directly in front of her. But she was standing right up by the canvas.
Somehow, Freya ended up lying on her back, still perfectly in line with a painting.
Maybe something went through it.
Through the painting? Wouldn't that leave a hole?
Okay, well, how about this? How do we know Freya was stabbed before she fell over?
Yeah, I was about to say, that's what I was thinking.
Maybe her being stabbed and her falling over are completely unrelated.
She fell over and then got stabbed. That's what I'm thinking. Oh, that's it.
I tied the boat up to the moor now. Probably.
Loving the confidence.
I have a few ideas of what we can do, but I'm gonna have to end it here. I'm going to have to go around and figure out my little musical device we just got, but I think I already have an idea where to go with it. Until then, everybody, I'll see you all next time. Till then.